special and rare. It's number 1 versus number 2. These kind of matchups become part of college football history. The entire landscape looking in on this game today. Will we get something special? The Aggies will kick this away to start us off. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. The Wolverines offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And each offense features a star tight end, Kirk. What an elite matchup of guys who can really hurt defenses in a variety of ways.
When was the last time we did a game where we were excited to watch 2 tight ends from opposing teams go against each other? But that's what we have today. Both of these guys are elite at their position. Both want to have bragging rights that they're the best in the country. Let's see who can be showcased better than them.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. Well, the season just got a lot more intense. This could be fun. Premier 1 versus 2 matchup right here in the middle of the season.
Yeah, middle of the year to get 1 versus 2. This obviously is going to have a lot of implications as far as the playoff is concerned. I'm just curious to see a big game like this. Do you ease your way in, or do you take a couple big swings to try to establish who could be the dominating team?
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. It's a quick grab. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving the quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
2nd down. We're going to throw it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hort. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. First down and more. He's still running. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Man, this is exactly how you want to start an opening drive on the road for this offense. Really well-blocked play, pick up some nice yardage. And if you're this offensive line, this is exactly what you talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front, especially early in this game. They give their running back plenty of room to run.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback on the move and looking for the end zone, has a lane. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Michigan. So the quarterback says, I'll do this myself, but he just takes off and flashes the speed in the touchdown run.
My goodness, his creativity and speed makes it almost impossible to stop. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I start locking in on this quarterback's ability to run, because if you don't, you're going to see a lot more plays like this.
So Texas A&M's offense gets their first crack now. This is a running game that comes in on a roll. The top back, over 100 yards rushing, found the end zone multiple times. Clearly, he's going to be the focal point of the defense today, Kirk, you'd think.
Yeah, how much fun was it to watch this offense and watch him specifically, what he was able to do. Pretty much anything he wanted to do, he was able to capitalize on. Now today, it's a different challenge. New game, new opportunity to showcase what he can do. And I think it's important that this offense show that they can do more than just run the football, because I think this defense is locked in to take him away.
He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Looking to throw it on first down. Pulls it in. It's Pringle.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend it coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
From the shotgun, an inside handoff. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Oh, gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Fires it to the wideout. Fastball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. And the Aggies will bring their punt team on the field now.
Number 18 in punt formation to kick it away.
And off the bounce, that punt will roll out of bounds. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Handoff to the left. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Strong defense there. They stuffs the run and makes it 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Throwing up, play action. Caught on the shovel pass. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pump over the middle. It's Bargava. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, a nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and found him for a nice game.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking deep to the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now brings up 4th down. The Wolverines will line up to boot it away. That's the first punt today for the offense. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
breaks free.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They try to sneak it for the first.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator. Go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's got it with room to run.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
He'll hand it off. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Tackle down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. Let's check out the stats now for the opening period.
Michigan 7, Texas A&M 0.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Incomplete, and that's shot to the end zone.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
This defense is making it tough. Ball still at the 3. It's 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I'll tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. And now it's 4th and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown.
that one right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Here's the return from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21 as the clock will start. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead that were forced to punt on the last possession. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Makes a quick catch. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Running out of time in the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but they make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And the Wolverines pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The Wolverines are going to keep this drive moving. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. They're setting out to try the PAT.
Boy, the defense just lost his quarterback, and I know he's not the fastest, but I think you have to have a spy or at least some awareness of this guy potentially getting out of the pocket and creating. This time the quarterback takes advantage of that and gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. Ball handed off. Running through the tackle. And the run moves there over the 33.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
QB decides to keep it here. He's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41.
We think about option plays, especially quarterback when he keeps the ball. A lot of times it's a big explosive play, but sometimes it's just about getting what you can and keep the drive moving.
First down. We're going to throw the football. Nice grab. It's golden. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
When this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and ability to accelerate upfield to pick up a first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently Devon A-Chain and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M unit.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
They look to throw it here on second down. Catch made by the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Fights through a tackle. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. He was on target with his first try. See if he can keep it going from 34 yards away. Kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments to prevent that this time. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Fire to the right side, complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. The receiver makes the catch. He's found some room at the 45. Now here he goes. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Michigan. They connect for 6.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage here. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who, of course, played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Makes a quick grab. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And looking for a big play here. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. And we're going to throw now on first down. To dart right down the middle. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they get set now to try the PAT.
But somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown. There's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Using his legs, it's Springer. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. The Aggies come to the line and run the hurry up.
That's good for a fighting Texas Aggie.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Here's the target, and it's complete. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
That completion makes it second and short. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Running back grabs it on the screen. He's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down. And the Aggies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Texas Aggie.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught for the completion. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Throw out left, clear. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind. But look at this. Here comes the tempo again. Undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
QB spikes the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Number 18 on to kick it away.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the punt will bounce and go out of bounds down at the 5-yard line. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep downfield to the left. Oh, that one's picked off.
Well, they come out of that nickel package. The move pays off, gives them an extra defensive back on the field, a little bit more speed and awareness, and it pays off with this big interception.
Looking to throw it on first down. Just flings it out of bounds with a pass rush closing in. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Tackle on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to start the second half. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Eager to get something going as we begin the third quarter, cut in to this huge lead. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. He'll just throw that one away to avoid what might have been a sack.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Looking for a man deep on the right side. It's caught inside the red zone, still on his feet. They finally bring him down, but he makes it inside the 15-yard line. First down in great scoring position. It's a bootleg looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Looking for his back. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. Now comes the field goal unit. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit any better than that.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Stop at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And the senior quarterback, once he didn't get picked off, almost made a freshman mistake. So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. They'll change the pre-snap look now. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. Touchdown, Michigan. They continue to roll up the score.
Well, I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, you saw it the first half. Seemed to score every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So it's sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the catch. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain in closer to midfield.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. On the run, he's looking deep. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. The Aggies will line up to punt it away. See if he can make something happen with the return. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. It's a run to the left. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He bought some time, now lets it go. Pass caught. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, the defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain. Well, that time they're able to work the slot across the field on the drag. Precise route and a good throw.
That completion makes it second and medium. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the Wolverines pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. First down, looking to throw the football. He cannot escape, it's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
The Wolverines begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
Second down play coming up. Motion now from the tight end. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They test the middle there to get nothing. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will like.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great move to deny a touchdown. So they're short on 4th down. The coach decides to trot out the field goal team. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. The field goal is good. And they add to their lead. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They came up empty in the last possession, forced to punt it away. They begin to click now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab behind the line. It's Pringle. And he'll run out of bounds, picking up a few yards on the play.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Gonna run it. It's Pringle. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the...
He's in the clear. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. Way too much speed in that play.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
38.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. He'll hand it off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
They're going to run it. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Offense trying to convert this third down. Can he make it to the marker? They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. An inside give now from the shotgun. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing
On the play.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Got the first down and still motoring. That play moves the ball across midfield to be set up for the first down at the 41.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Well, nowhere to go on the inside on that draw. Tried to bounce it, Kirk, but nothing doing.
How about the push there from the middle of that interior, that defensive line? As you said, nowhere for him to go, so he's trying to make something out of nothing. And by going out wide, he puts himself at risk of being chased down by the speed of this defense, and that's what we got, a loss for the offense. I mean, Chris, look at this guy. Now, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Caught behind the line. It's Bargava. You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
And the Wolverines are in the red zone. QB keeper all the way. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. And the wideout goes in motion. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. We're going to try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Looking to scramble. On the move, but can't find the receiver, and he's brought down. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. We'll start at the 25. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Defense is coming after him, using his legs here.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The short completion to the tight end. And wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker. Important third down play coming up. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Grab down the middle. It's Armstrong. He has first down yardage at the 46.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. And there's the stiff one. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
He's running out of time here. Swarm with a pass rush.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Trapped again in the pocket.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Taking a deep shot here late in the game. He's got it right near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The tuck strategy here. And the Aggies trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense facing second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And here comes the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team. They came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in